Yo friends, in today's video we'll talk about the fear of being alone forever, because that is part of the series that I am doing about boundaries, and if you have this fear very alive it can be harder to set boundaries. So let's look at this. Now if you're anything like me, already by seeing this topic you may be a little disheartened and feel, yeah but we heartened, how do humans? You may feel a little disheartened and you may feel, oh, is it really possible? Because fear is something so strong and it's out of my control. And the same with emotions, they're out of my control. Is there really anything I can do to alleviate fear? So to answer this, I need to make a distinction about emotions and feelings. I don't know if this is the official distinction, but the way that I think about it is that feelings is more your everyday state, how you feel on the daily. So if we see it as a pool of water, the feelings is like the height, is that a word? Yeah. It's the height of the water level surface. So if you're feeling low most of the time, it'll be down here. If you're feeling high vibe, it will be up here. Now, the difference is that emotions are like waves on the surface of this swimming pool. Oh, that was a strange surface. But you get my point. Emotions are waves and they come and go. And yes, they are out of control because they are more primitive reactions. However, you can affect your overall feelings on the daily. And I believe that emotions are messengers and there is no way that we are meant to have them flatlined and never feel them because then we're not human. But the feelings that you feel most of the time that aren't like these waves that come and go, you can affect them by your thoughts and by your mindset. And that leads us to step number 1, which is reframe your mindset. And once again, we find solace in spirituality because at the end of the day, it's all just experiences. And as harsh as it may sound, I'm all about taking it to the edge because that's how we dissolve fears. Maybe being alone on your own in this lifetime is exactly what your soul craved. And it is all perfect. It is exactly what you needed for your soul to grow and to evolve to the next level, whatever that may be. And the thing is that when you follow love, which always starts with love to yourself, you can't mess it up. Because what is meant for you won't pass you by. And in the same way, you can't make something happen that truly isn't meant for you. And the truth is that you won't know until the very day that you leave Earth if you found love, whatever that means to you or not. And of course, as we all know, love is already within you because love is who you are. I'm also talking about romantic relationships. And I need to credit the mushrooms here because they were the ones who really taught me that it's all just experiences. There is no need to label them as good or bad. It is such a gift being here on Earth, being able to feel, being able to interact with other humans. It's so beautiful, having hopes, having dreams. It is as beautiful as the experience itself. And also, maybe now is not the right moment. Maybe if you tap into your intuition, you feel like energetically something needs to happen before you unite or reunite with a certain person, or before you meet the person that you want to be with. So it helps a lot to let go of comparison, let go expectations, and embrace, accept the idea that you may not meet someone, as hard as it may be. But the truth, the ultimate truth, is that you are never alone. We are always connected. Step number 2 is to face the fear instead of escaping it. So sit with it, feel it. And maybe you heard about emotions that you can only feel an emotion to its full power for, I think it's 90 seconds. So actually it hurts more, we suffer more when we try to run away and hide from things than when we really sit with them and we are present with it. And I've been talking about this quite a lot in the video about fear of abandonment, when I give you guidance on when to be present with fear and when to distract yourself. And that is not always spiritual bypassing to distract yourself. But go and watch the video on fear of abandonment if you haven't already. So this is all about sitting with the fear, facing the fear, and also take help if you need to. Take professional help, talk to friends, people around you. And most of all, normalize it, because you don't want to have the guilt and shame on top of the fear. Normalize it. It's completely normal to feel this longing, this desire to be with someone, and this fear that it may never happen. But remember that even though there are no guarantees in life, the desires in your heart are there for a reason. But remember that it doesn't say anything about you, because even if we've done a lot of healing, we come far, and our soul lives in the plane of unity, where we are all connected. The human part of you lives in the plane of duality, of seeking to connect with other humans, physically, in the third dimension. And there is nothing wrong to have this desire if it doesn't consume you and it's like getting too much. But feeling this desire just makes you human, okay? And you can't heal yourself out of the human experience, because that's dying. So normalize the fear, because then you will let go of shame and you will automatically raise your vibration and become a match for all kinds of love. And the third and final step is to refocus your attention. Do something that you love. Be around people, connect with humans, nature, the universe. Create something. Do some kind of somatic practice where you release the tension and stress in your body. Because the thing is that your brain can only focus on one thing at once. And here we need to look at, okay, is this really escaping? Is this distracting myself and avoiding feeling? You need to do what we talked about in step 2.2, which is facing the fear. But the thing is that healing and growing is spiral shaped. So even though I presented this step in a sequential manner, 1, 2, 3, more than likely, how it really looks is that you go through the steps and then you go back to step 2, you face the fear. And then you refocus your intention and you appreciate life and you're present in the moment and you feel the fear again and you face it, and so on. So remember that it's normal. We are non-linear beings. We are multidimensional, and it's not doing step 1, 2, 3, done. This is something that you need to keep doing as often as you feel like you need it. So that was all for today. If you like this, do your little thing with a like button and hit subscribe if you want to improve your relationship and just live a happier life. See you in the next vid. And once again, we find solace in spirituality, because what do I want to say? Because in truth, I'm really so that was all. No,